This is like strawberry carnelian.
Yes.
Okay, really, really rare, very unique, all natural.
One day only. It's
this
today.
is one of my favorite turquoise deals.
Really?
Of this event.
Okay, so it's Seven Peaks. Jay, what's happening there with Seven Peaks Turquoise?
Seven Peaks is a small deposit, and I named it Seven Peaks because the name that they gave it, I was just like, okay, well, you
weren't digging it.
Yeah, you're just not going to be able to relate to that. So I was thinking, well, what can I call this? And if you look around where this deposit is, the mountain range, there's actually 7 vivid peaks. There's 7. So that's why I thought, you know what, I'm going to call this Seven Peaks. So we actually named this particular deposit. Here again, another high blue. This is what everybody's going. It's either got a very soft ferrous oxide, like a reddish black matrix to it. Or it's almost like a silver matrix. It's really, really very unique, very different. But here again, these are all cut from solid turquoise nuggets, all right? All we've done is taken the natural turquoise nuggets and we've just shaped them on a lap wheel. So all we did is we cut off as less material as possible. This is a really different look on the bead. Okay, if you look at it graduate, it's kind of like a cylinder bead, but they're not sharp on the edges, they're rounded off. It's really just a really good look. And here's the thing, if you really, think about it, if you don't have a turquoise necklace or you don't have it, or maybe if you want something to layer with, this is the perfect opportunity. Now, that being said, I will tell you right now, what did you not see in Tucson, all right? You see people like, nobody had this strand like this. You did see people that had turquoise, now I'm talking like Sleeping Beauty and things like that. I saw strands that were $10,000 and $20,000.
What? Zoinks. Really?
10 and 20 grand. Yeah, wholesale.
What in the world? Wholesale?
Wholesale. Sleeping Beauty, the last of the last, the big beads, the clear. But what you didn't see predominantly, you didn't hardly see any turquoise. Any turquoise, really, if you're talking about now, was there turquoise there? Yes, of course. But you're talking the largest gem show and rough show in the world. You just didn't see a lot of turquoise. And the reason is people don't have beads anymore is like this with the high blue, is the material is so expensive that really all you're seeing right now is cabochons. You're seeing a lot of jewelry, so they have cabochons, they can cut cabochons. But nobody can do a necklace like this because they're not going to burn through the roof. The rough, which will, they're just not going to burn through the rough material because a necklace like this, if the turquoise that I saw that was of this quality at the show, if I would have bought that rough material and I would have cut this exact same necklace, this necklace, I couldn't sell it to you for less than $1,000.
Seriously?
Seriously, I'm honest to goodness, I could not. It takes about 3 to 3.5 pounds of turquoise rough material, especially, this is not compressed. These aren't compressed nuggets. These are solid pieces of turquoise, okay? You waste, at least just on your initial cut, you lose 70% of your material.
It hurts, doesn't it?
So I have to start out with 3.5 pounds of my rough, okay, to make one necklace. Now, I'm gonna lose 70% of the weight. 70% just in the first initial cut. That's not all the polishing. Every time you touch this with a blade, that dust turns into dust. And you're saying, well, what about all the stuff you have left over? Well, all the stuff you left over is so thin that there's nothing you can do with it. You can't even cut cabochons with it. You can't do, it's totally a waste product. It literally gets thrown out the door. There's nothing to do with it. It's impossible. You're just literally wasting it. So that's why I try to leave them as close as I can to the natural sides. I've always told you this, right? The biggest waste of material, and I still haven't convinced Connie Craig, but I feel my goal in life between now and the time that I quit doing this is to convince Connie Craig Carroll that the biggest waste of material is cutting round beads, okay? Because she constantly wants round turquoise beads. And I keep telling her, Connie, you're killing me, you're killing me. So on this, what we were able to do, we did save at least a little material. by cutting like this, leave it, you know, the nuggets as close to the natural materials, you know, natural shapes as the nuggets came in. And then also nice high polish. But look at this. This is all a natural blue. And I will tell you this right now. We did see a lot of, one of the things I did see, like I said, we didn't see a lot of turquoise. But I had a friend, you have to understand, this guy's just like me, okay? He's in the business, right? He's been in the business as long as I've been in the business. And he came to me, he was all proud. He said, oh man, you know, look at these beautiful